people. I hope you're having a great day. I bet you're saying to yourself, I wish I got some more videos on how to build stuff in SketchUp. Well, your dream came true. Let's build a ceiling fan. That'd be kind of a cool thing to make. And the other thing about making a ceiling fan is that you're going to learn a lot of transferable skills on how to make a lot of other stuff. What I want to start with is, let's say we're going to make the piece that goes in the center. So let's say that's a circle. I've got my circle tool here. As you can see, it lives underneath the rectangle over here on the side. I'm going to make that click 6 inches radius. So now I've got a little piece here. I can zoom in on that. What I think I'd like to do is, sorry, that's why God made the redo button. What I want to do is raise that up just a bit, and then we're going to put a platform on top of that. So I'll raise that up, say 2 inches, and then on top of that, what I want to do is build a dome. So what I want to do is bifurcate. Don't you love that talk? I want to bifurcate, which is to say split in half this circle. So if I roll over, you'll see it's made out of segments, and each one of those segments has a midpoint. So if I just roll over one of these, it says you're on the midpoint. And then if I bring it across the circle, it says you're also on the midpoint there. That's the bifurcation right there. So the trick with making a dome is, first you want to start with 2 shapes like that. I've got 2 lines now. I'm going to get my 2-point arc right here, 2-point arc. Get that guy. I'm just going to trace right along that line that I just created. There, and then it'll let me pull that up. And I can decide how I'm going to pull that up. Am I going to pull it up this way? I don't want to go that way. I want to go straight up on the blue axis. That means it's going up. So if I pull that up to, say, 6 inches, I think that's probably going to be too tall. Let's make it 4 inches tall. So I just click there and then say 4, and now I've got an arc standing up in the air, kind of like the old Dimetrodons. Now here's the cool thing. You can grab your Follow Me tool. It lives right there under the push-pull. We're going to tell it what to do. I've got my arrow tool, my selection tool. I'm going to say take this arc right here and this arc right here. So that tells the Follow Me tool, this is what I want you to follow, those 2 rings right there. Then I come back here and get the Follow Me tool. I think I might have to do that again because I didn't have the Follow Me tool selected again. Let me just grab that again. Again, if you hit your space bar, it automatically goes back to the selection tool. Shift click to get both of those things selected. Come back with the Follow Me tool and then say this thing, I want that to go around. Ta-da-da-da, isn't that cool? So now what we've got is a little dome, 6 inches around, or a 6-inch radius, rather 12 inches around, and a little bit bumped up. So now what I can do is start to build my ceiling fan blades. By the way, over here on the views, you might find yourself saying it's helpful to say, how can I just pop around and look at this from different points of view? If I wanted to see this from directly above, I would just click this little house right here, and it will show me exactly what that house looks like directly above. In fact, I can even turn off perspective and view it, boink, dead flat. See, Helen has become a straight line. So you get a little bit more information that way. I'm going to turn perspective back on because I just find it easier to work that way. So we can navigate to pretty close to this thing, figure out where we are exactly in space, zoom in a little bit. Now what I want to do is draw fan blades. So basically what you want to do is draw a shape using the pencil and curves and whatever, and then extrude that. So we're going to grab this 2-point arc again. I'm going to come over here close to the dome and draw a 2-point arc about like that. It'll tell me when it's a half circle. Ding, half circle. Now I'm going to come back here and say I want to draw the other end of that on the red axis. Half circle like that. I think that's a little bit small. I think I'd like to grow that just a little bit. So if I click on that and then grab this, it says, you want to make that bigger, do you? You can do that. Zoop, just like that. Now, this is cool. Grab your pencil tool and go from point to point. Click and click. Make sure it says endpoint like that. I got to go back and get my arrow tool, get the pencil again, endpoint, and endpoint. Now I've got a shape. You notice when it turns blue like that, that means that it's a closed shape. I can do things to it. For example, I could use the push-pull tool to raise that up. So thanks. Hi, Helen. She doesn't even know we're here. She's talking on the phone. Okay, what we're going to do is grab the push-pull tool, lives right here above the, follow me, pull that up, say what? 1/4 inch, 0.25, doink. There's a 1/4 inch thick fan blade. I kind of like that. If I use my arrow tool now and triple click, 1, 2, 3, now I've got the whole fan blade selected, as you can see. I'm going to go back to my views over here, pick a view that will let me see this just like that from the one side. And now what I'm going to do is use my rotate tool, which lives right here, and get right on the end of that. So I can click it here, pull out, and then rotate that thing, say 15 degrees. I kind of like that. Now I'm going to grab my move tool again and pull that up on the blue axis. Make sure it stays on the blue axis until it looks like it's in about the right spot where it could reasonably attach to our ceiling fan base. Okay, so what you see now is I've got one ceiling fan blade and I've got a dome built there. I can make a little piece of hardware to attach those things right here, and then what I'm going to want to do is rotate this on 5 times around here. So I'm going to stop right here and then come back and show you what that looks like.